What's up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner. Today I wanted to bring you a quick video on just an interesting topic that maybe not everyone thinks about. So, does gun oil go bad? I think the short answer is yes, it does go bad, but after how long? I don't exactly know. But I recently got a gun that made me think of this topic, so I wanted to share it with you guys today. So this is a pretty special pistol. If you're not familiar with it already, this is a Springfield TRP Operator, and specifically this is the Chris Kyle edition. This was made in order to honor his life. Unfortunately, he was killed in 2013 by another service member, and yeah, this pistol was made to honor his memory. If you're not familiar with him, he wrote the book American Sniper, and then they made the movie about it. But I won't get too far into detail about that because I don't want to get too far off track. But this is the pistol that kind of gave me the idea for this video, because the first thing I did when I bought this pistol was I opened it, and what I'm going to do is put this mic right here so you can maybe hear a little better. I went to clear it, and this gun is gritty. Like, it is stiff, and the oil is kind of gritty in there. Like, this is not how a 1911 should feel. Like, it's very stiff. The video may not show it as well, but what I'm gonna do is I have one of my other 1911s right here. This one is slick. See how easy that goes back and forth? This is a super slick pistol, and this is how a good 1911 should feel. This is a SIG Spartan 1911, but that's how a 1911 should feel. When I purchased this, I was like, wow, that is gritty. Like, it is so stiff. And it has oil on there, but I just think this gun was made in 2016, so it's been sitting in a box for 7 years. I doubt the person before me shot it, which I don't blame them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this oil has been on there for the full 7 years in this box, and it's bad. Like, it's a little sticky. Like, it's pretty sticky and just not doing its job anymore. So I want to shoot this gun, and I can't shoot this gun with it being that gritty. So that's the reason why I kind of thought about this video idea, is like, wow, that gun oil actually went bad, but I don't realize it on most of my other guns because I shoot them. So yeah, and if you're gonna have a gun like this and you're not gonna touch it, it's just gonna sit in a box, then I guess if you want to leave it that way, you can, but that's not who I am. I want to shoot this gun. I want to be able to pick it up, and if I show it to someone, I don't want it to feel terrible like the way it does. And that's not Springfield's doing. Like, 7 years without oiling a gun, I think, is too long. So yeah, we're gonna get started in it, and I'm gonna just take this apart and oil it. Now, the one thing with a box like this is foam. If you use standard oil, this might seep out and kind of ruin the foam. So instead of doing that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some of my buddy Angelo's Jello sauce. This is like a gun grease oil hybrid. The other option would be just like a weapons grease. And I think that would prevent it from seeping out into the box over time, because oil will eat away at styrofoam, just so you know. But normal guns like this, I just use oil for the most part, and you get a very slick sounding gun that shoots amazing. So yep, we're gonna take this apart and get it cleaned up. All right, so this video is gonna double as a disassembly video for the TRP Operator as well. So, geez, this is stiff. So lock it back. With this one specifically, it's got a captured guide rod, so it doesn't disassemble like all 1911s. Unfortunately, you need a pin, which I made this one out of cutting a clip. You need to put it in here to hold the rod in place, and then you have to let the slide forward, which I can't do from this angle. So I'm gonna let the slide forward. Luckily it's slow, and I'm gonna just let it fall on that pin. Gosh, it's like stuck on itself. There, so now it's captured on that, and that'll hold the recoil spring in place while I take it apart. So now I slide that forward. Like a normal 1911, you push this pin out, and then I let it forward. And you see, this thing is gritty. So the gun is clean. Again, I'm pretty sure this is unfired, but just the fact of this, like, this is all stiff. So yeah, that's all held in place there. So you can make your own pin to take that apart. Other 1911s aren't as bad about that, and that's not even that it's bad, it's just you need it for it. But yeah, I'm gonna wipe this down real fast. I'm not gonna show you guys all of that, but I'm gonna just wipe this down and then I'll show you me reapplying oil. But yeah, this stuff is like dried up on there. Okay, the gun's all clean now. As you can tell, even though it was a new gun, it was pretty dirty, and a lot of that's gonna be that old oil. But now we got it all cleaned up and ready to be oiled fresh. I'm gonna put a little bit of this M Pro 7 oil on the guide rod, just a little bit to get in there, because this is one that I can't really take apart. Other 1911s, you can take the spring off them. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm gonna use Jello sauce for the rest of the gun. So this I might add just a little bit more because I want this gun to feel slick when I shoot it and when I rack it. But let's start in here, and I go just on all the main rail parts and high use areas. But everyone cleans and oils a little bit different. You know what I should probably do? Again, I normally oil my 1911s, but since this is going in that box, I'm just gonna spread the Jello sauce around a little bit. And if I let this sit for a long time, it could do the same thing where it's just gonna congeal. But I plan on shooting this relatively soon, so I won't have that issue. And I'll probably add some oil the day I take it out to shoot it as well. But see, all this is going back together. So slides back and then get the frame. But this Jello sauce works pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it. Can't really show you guys this on video too well, but you gotta line up the ring right there. Dang it. Trying not to get the idiot scratch on this gun. Okay, so I got the pin in. Again, this is just one of the things with owning a 1911. Sometimes those detent pins are very stiff. So I just use this tool to push it in as I pushed it straight down. That way we don't get the what's known as the idiot scratch, where you scratch your frame, or some people scratch their slide by trying to slide that up. If you don't care about the gun, then do you, but for me, I want to keep it at least clean and not scratched up right there. But yeah, so now we got it all back together, and what I'll do is I can rack this back now, and that pin just fell out. Still a little like stiff, but just needs to be broken in a little more, but it feels better for sure. Now it's actually really oily on the outside, but I'm gonna wipe it down. So that feels good. Let me wipe it down real fast. You can actually tell now that the gun's back together, there's still some of that dried oil in there. So I'm gonna try to get some of it out while I have it locked back. Okay, so I cleaned a little bit more of that dry oil from the guide rod right there, and then I played with the action a little bit more. It definitely feels much slicker than it did before. It feels much better. And honestly, most guns have a break-in period too, so as I shoot it, it's gonna get even slicker. But yeah, definitely feels better, and I can't wait to take this to the range. If you guys want to see this on a range trip, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, if you're looking to support the channel, check out atroxco.com. I sell some pretty cool merch on there. All right, thank you guys.